WWE Championship.
When The Rock won the WWE Championship in 2013, he wanted a custom belt. This video is about the guy who made that belt. This is Dave Milliken, the industry leader in championship belt making. He's also a huge wrestling fan.
Yep, that sounds about right.
He's been in the business for a while, since he was a little kid.
I was 13 when I made my first belt, and it was really bad.
The guy who made belts before David was this guy.
Reggie Parks, taking me under his wing, had everything to do with my development, even my initial respect in this business from the veterans. Everybody knew Reggie Parks, nobody knew Dave Milliken.
And here's how they're made.
Step 1, artwork. Step 2, etching. Step 3 would be the bolt work. Step 4, plating. And then from there, you pretty much have a complete belt, although some have paint, some don't have paint. It varies from design to design.
And each belt is unique in its own way.
I've actually been asked how many belts I've made. By now, we're in the thousands.
Believe it or not, the WWE isn't his biggest client right now.
Somebody that orders just as many belts as Lip Sync Battle Television.
But we're here for wrestling nostalgia. Countless stars, ranging from Stone Cold to John Cena himself, have worn Dave's belts. It's certainly a labor of love, as some of these belts can take up to a year to finish. Which begs the question, which one is his favorite?
Asking me my favorite belt's like asking me to pick my favorite kid.
That would be a lot of kids to have to choose from.
In the dressing room, something happens while I'm getting ready. Once I start putting my makeup on, I turn from this male to female. And that is amazing for me. My name is Cassandro El Exotico. I am a professional wrestler. I've been wrestling for 28 years. I'm an exotico luchador, which is a flamboyant wrestler with glamour and style. I always knew I was different. I remember when I was in second grade, I think I was like 7 or 8 years old. And I already knew I was gay. I was taught that I couldn't be gay, I couldn't act this way, I couldn't dress this way, I couldn't talk this way because I was gonna burn in hell. When I was first called to be an exotico, I was like, wow, freedom. This weight that I've been carrying for years was just like melted down. Rhinestones, 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 glow in the dark. I started using the pantyhose, the makeup, the bathing suits, rhinestone, feathers, and boas and all that. Because I wanted to be different. And that was the scariest moment. But when I saw the audience and the fans, how they took me in, they were just like, wow, look at him, her, she. I feel like a woman inside. And then it's like, this is me. And that transformation is beautiful. Something happens when I get out of the dressing room to the ring. I'm still looking like a woman, I'm looking flamboyant, and then once I step in the ring, my macho side kicks in. And I'm like, you gotta be ready for the fight. All my title matches, and mostly all of my matches, has been against men. Masked men, machistas, homophobics, and I've always been true to myself. It's lucha libre, not a beauty parlor, even though it looks like it sometimes. Today, I can tell you that being gay has been a gift from God to me. And I understand that. So that's why lucha libre has always been one of my biggest medications. I don't think I will ever leave lucha libre. This is what I've done all my life.
Sumo wrestling is a game of seconds. However, there's months of training that go within those seconds. Imagine it's like an earthquake that's building and building and building, and all of a sudden there's this huge explosion all at one time. That's what sumo is. I'm really just a normal guy. I'm a husband, I'm a father of 3. I'm the director of technology for the County Office of Education. I'm also an American sumo wrestler.
Sumo has a long history in Japan. Some people trace it back up to 1,500 or 2,000 years, but it's essentially, wrestling where you either want to push your opponent out of the ring or knock your opponent to the ground. People have an image that sumo wrestlers are basically just bumping bellies and wobbling around, and as you can see from the practice here, nothing's further from the truth. Roy's amazing. He basically came out of nowhere. He showed up to the 2014 US Sumo Open and blew everyone's mind. He beat every single American opponent. With almost no training, he's already the #1 American.
To be a competitive sumo wrestler, you need to train hard. Whether I'm stretching, whether I'm powerlifting, whether I'm working out with rocks, I'm always looking for the edge. The thing that really brought me to sumo was the fact that there was culture and sport all kind of mixed in one. It seemed like a perfect fit. For example, when you stomp the ground, you're ridding the area of bad spirits. And when you make your first clap, you're waking up the gods.
He is a gentle giant and he doesn't want to hurt anybody, and sumo's great that way because, they're just trying to get each other out of the ring. They're not trying to knock each other out or really hurt one another.
I think sumo has that camaraderie, fraternity aspect to it. We're banging heads, we're going at it. At the end of it, there's still this high level of respect. I guess as a pacifist, that definitely appeals to me.
When I tell people that I'm a wrestler, they don't really believe me at first. I don't know what image they have in their head of what a wrestler should look like. Especially when I say I'm the super heavyweight for women's wrestling, and they're like, "You wrestle? Like, you're kind of too pretty to wrestle." And that's always interesting to me because I'm like, what did you expect? My name's Adeline Gray. I'm a 3-time world champion, ranked #1 in the world, been undefeated for 2.5 years, and I'm going to compete in the Rio Olympic Games in August. I never really considered the Olympics as an option for me when I was a younger kid, and it's something that I don't think enough girls have an opportunity to dream about. I want to redefine feminine to some extent and to have people challenge the way they look at the word strong and not just see a boy that pops into your head. I started wrestling boys when I was 6 years old, and I wrestled boys all the way through high school. And I think I earned a lot of respect from a lot of the teammates out there who did lose to me or maybe beat me, and I got to train with the best guys in the world, and they made me tougher. They made me work for every single point I had to wrestle with, and they made it so that I could be a champion on the women's level now. We teach girls to be perfect and boys to take risks. I need to take risks, that I am a confident and strong female who knows that I'm great at wrestling. I'm still struggling with that concept that I'm worried about not being perfect when I step on the mat. I have to step on that mat and make sure that I work every single moment to win an Olympic gold medal. I want young girls to be able to look at my situation and be able to dream about it. I'm excited for that moment to have my flag risen and be able to know that I'm gonna hold a gold medal around my neck.